As many of you guys are aware, with the release of 1.16 in Minecraft, new blocks were added to the game. One of them being the Ancient Debris block, the one that I am holding in my hand currently. This is one of the most rare items in Minecraft currently, and I'm going to show you how to actually obtain them efficiently and effectively in today's video. Here in the Netherworld, I have actually excavated a large chunk of netherrack to actually show you all the different ores that actually spawn in 1.16. I've also created a chart to show you guys where all the netherrack mainly spawn, and I'll get that here in a sec. So there are a few things to note when you're actually mining in the nether. First off, there's a lot more gravel than I actually ever remember seeing in the nether. So bringing a shovel as well as a pickaxe is almost a necessity due to the fact that if you don't bring a shovel, you will probably go crazy with the amount of gravel that you will come across. That being said, let's go through a chart that I have so graciously made to actually show you where the most amount of ancient debris is located. So, starting on this seed that I'm currently playing, I found nothing on levels 6, 7, and 8. I started finding them on level 9. Level 10, as you can see, there were in a 200 by 200 block radius. There was only 400. There was only 4 that were found on level 9, 5 found on level 10, so on and so forth. As you see, right around the 16, 17 on this chunk is where the most were actually located in this area. And it kind of starts going less and less up. I never actually found any in 23, so I just kind of stopped there. But that's fine because we will be focusing in this area in the 17, 18 range, and that's where we're going to focus our mining techniques. Now, there are 2 mining techniques that you can use. The first one is you just go and swing your pickaxe around because netherrack is extremely easy to break. And it can be a lot of fun doing that, mining around the 17 layer, just going ham on everything because netherrack is an instant break, but you will go through a lot of durability on your pickaxe. A strip mining technique that I have come up with will provide you the maximum amount of durability on your pickaxe while going through the maximum amount of netherrack, giving you a higher percentage of a chance to actually find ancient debris. The best way that I can find to do it is start around the 17 layer, do a 3 high, come over 2, do another 3 high, and go in that way. Doing this will provide the maximum amount of blocks that you will actually be able to see. You will see every single block that you will go beside, either in this lane or this lane. Now, one thing to note when you are doing this, don't go directly below like this. Do not do this because you will actually miss these 2 blocks in here. One of the best ways that I have figured out to actually do this is doing a diagonal. Doing a 2 wide diagonal like so, because then you can go in and you will actually see every single block. Doing this will give you the maximum amount of viewing of every single block, especially when ancient debris will spawn in single block chunks. As you see there, they do spawn in 2s and 3s, but they are more rare versus the single blocks that spawn the most. And doing this will give you the most blocks seen while strip mining. Now, if you actually have gotten a little bit set up on your world and you have TNT and you have beds, that is one of the most efficient ways to actually mine for ancient debris. Now, you might be saying, ancient debris, doesn't it explode? And actually, it doesn't. As you see here, the netherrack is exploding around it. But it's still intact until I go and hit it. Okay, now there are two different explosion techniques that you can use in the nether. The first being TNT, and the second being beds. I'm going to show you the TNT tactic. It's pretty simple. Start around the 17 layer, work your way in, making a really long tunnel. I'm only going to go in a little ways. And laying TNT down completely. Some people can lay down every other block. It is a little cheaper, but I have noticed in my testing that it won't actually explode every single one, and you'll have to walk through making sure that every single piece has exploded. It's not exactly safe, especially in the nether. So laying your entirety of your mine shaft, your strip mine, with TNT is going to be the best way to actually go through this. As you see, you will run into lots of lava, so be careful, especially when you are in survival mode, because you can come across a lot of lava. Now, in that small area, unfortunately, we didn't find any, but normally you'd make that strip mine a few hundred blocks long and make it go boom. Now, the other method for doing bed explosions, like this one, is by making a strip mine exactly like we started to do with the TNT. So let's make a long tunnel. Now, using an efficiency 3 pickaxe in survival mode will provide you with moving extremely fast through this netherrack. So that is another thing to note when you do come to the nether. You have an efficiency 3 pickaxe, netherrack will instantaneously break. Now, when you're far enough down that you want to go, what is recommended to do is mine as far as you can reach, come back a single one, place a bed at the end, and go boom. In survival mode, doing this single block back, you will not take any explosive damage, as well as you will mitigate anything like lava pouring around you. Now, if you're wanting to do this, set up the mine first. What I normally try to do is I come 7 blocks back. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I'm just doing that for counting purposes. On the 8th one, I will go as far in as I can, place my bed, go back one, and explosion. As you see, there's some ancient debris actually right there. And as you see, we have completely come through this area. Another thing that you can do is go in this way and do it on this side as well. So you can go on both sides of your strip mine that you have made, which makes it a lot more efficient than going with beds. Now, to prove to you that you won't actually take explosive damage while placing a bed in survival mode, let's just change this to survival mode and show you. So yeah, I'm in survival mode now, and I just gotta click the bed. Come on. And boom. As you see, I have no armor on, and I have taken no damage. So like I said, doing this is extremely efficient, an extremely easy way to create explosions in the nether and find ancient debris. So there you have it. 2 different ways on the explosive end that you can actually find a lot of ancient debris extremely quickly. Now, I do want to point out that TNT is one of the most expensive amounts of explosive power that you can actually make for the nether. And it's not actually as efficient, because keep in mind that a TNT explosion only gets a little over 7 or 8 blocks high, while a bed explosion is actually a lot larger. Beds are a lot easier to actually produce early levels with sheep farms than getting a TNT farm going. Although the TNT is a little safer when it comes to the actual explosions, they are more expensive and actually don't produce as much in the terms of the explosive force as the beds do. So keep that in mind when you are actually going and mining for netherrack. So with that information, I hope you guys have a great time actually going to the Nether, exploring the brand new Nether with all these new blocks, as well as it gives you great information on how to find the ancient debris blocks that actually create the brand new armor that is in the game. Thank you guys for joining in, and I hope to see you guys next time.